What a start this has been to the most anticipated and exciting England versus Australia Ashes 2019. Just 2 days into the series and we have seen so much happening at the Edgbaston. We have already seen a fifer from Stuart Broad, a battling maiden century from Rory Burns in his Ashes debut, just like I'm having one. But what stood out for me was the inspirational masterclass from Steve Smith, 144, that helped the Aussies to put up a good total. Masterclass, yes, you would associate that word with Steve Smith quite often. But inspirational? Yes, I've got reasons for that. I remember Virat Kohli got 149 last year against the same bowling lineup in the same conditions, under the same circumstances, and you would wonder why I'm rating this innings higher than that of Virat Kohli. But you got to look into the context in which both these innings came. So imagine yourself as Steve Smith and have a look at what has happened in the past. 17 months ago, this man was found guilty in the infamous ball tampering incident, which led to his sacking from the captaincy. He also got banned for 12 months from international cricket, lost his IPL contract that year as well. There was so much criticism coming around from whole world. He also got criticized from the Prime Minister of his own nation, Australia. And we saw him literally shedding his tears, crying in front of the whole world, asking for forgiveness. And the world was as cruel to him as it could ever be to somebody. And this was his first international test match after all that has happened. And what bigger stage it could ever be than the Ashes, against a quality, confident in England side, which has just lifted the World Cup. And against Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad, two great red ball bowlers who have shared more than 1,000 wickets between them. It was 17 for 2 when he came into bat amidst all the boos and hooting around. You know the English crowd. In fact, a small portion of the crowd came in with the sandpaper to remind him that he was involved in that ball tampering incident. And I imagine myself as Steve Smith, and there's so much pressure. There's a lot of fear, a fear of failure, nervous energies, lack of confidence. So much of thoughts in my mind that I would actually forget where my off stump is, and I would rather nick one to the second slip or maybe play down the wrong line. And I was eager to see how Steve Smith approaches this situation. And to my surprise, he started off magnificently. The second boundary that he scored off Stuart Broad, who was bowling quite magnificently at that point of time, full and around off, perfect line length for a test match, with 4 slips waiting for the edge, and this man just opens the bat face and plays it through the backward point region for a boundary. And that was not a shot of a nervous man. That was a shot of a confident batsman. And Steve Smith looked absolutely confident and comfortable right from the moment he came into bat. And after that, he just piled boundaries after boundaries and made this mammoth 144. Remember, he got booed even when he got to the century. But he just didn't care. He just knew one formula, that is how to hit the ball right from the middle of the bat. And that was a perfect example for me of a strong comeback, of focus, of determination, of playing against all the odds, playing against all the adversities. And that was an innings to learn from. And I learned from Steve Smith that you play for your passion, you work for your passion and not just for the crowd. You are here to contribute for the nation and not just to your own name. And this is why that innings was inspirational for me. So there's a lot more happening around in the Ashes. It is the 3rd day already, but we'll talk about it hopefully some other day. That's it from my side for now. Thank you.